welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have something slightly different. This is a video inspired by Cara C, whose channel I will have linked in the description box below, and this is the sample made me buy it. If you are new here, my name is Natalie and I upload 2 to 3 times a week beauty and makeup videos. If you do like what you see today, I hope you will subscribe before you leave. But other than that, let's get started. Like I say, this video is inspired by Cara C and I will have a channel linked in the description box below. I don't feel like I've seen this on anyone else's channel, but I do think she did credit people on her channel because she'd seen it somewhere as well. But for me, I've taken direct inspiration from Cara, so that's why I'm linking her channel. I thought this was such a fun idea because there are so many products over the past few years that I have just tried a sample of and then gone on to purchase the full size of. So it was quite fun having a look in my collection and trying to remember which ones I had tried first from a sample. But we do have a fair mix of makeup and skincare here today, so why don't we get started? When I first watched Cara's video, the first thing that sprung to mind for me was the Estee Lauder foundation. So this is one that I had picked up numerous little samples like this from the likes of Debenhams and Boots. When you go in to get a shade match, they do say, would you like to take I think it's a week's worth sample away, and they give you one of these little bottles. I have had so many different shade matches, weirdly of all different shades, and I've come away with so many of these little bottles that I've never actually had to purchase a full size. I do still have a couple of these in my collection. This one here probably still has a couple of uses left in it, but I decided enough was enough. I just needed to buy the full size of the foundation because I did love it so much. I think it was because of the price point for me. Most of my foundation collection is all drugstore, so I don't think I have many that are more than sort of £15 or £20. With this being £34, it was definitely up there for what I usually spend. But like I say, I'd gone through so many of these. I know I loved it. It just made sense to eventually purchase it. Like I said, I had so many different shades, so that was kind of an issue in itself, working out which shade to get. The sample I had been using most recently was the shade Ecru, and I feel like that was a pretty good shade match, and it is a neutral tone. I think for the longest time I thought I had a pink undertone. As of late, I've tried a few more foundations that have had a neutral undertone and I feel like they suit me better, so that's why I decided to go for the shade Ecru, which is the number 1N2. So I will probably still go back and use these ones up, but now I do have a full size to go into. And an even better benefit of this is that it didn't actually cost me a penny, because I managed to save up some Boots Advantage card points and redeem it to get this for free. So that obviously helped me eventually make the purchase. But yeah, when I was watching Cara's video, this was the first product of mine that sprung to mind, and then I've then gone and looked at my collection and found what other ones I could. The next product is a product that has been a staple in my collection for the longest time, but I'm pretty certain that I got a mini of it first, and that is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I can't remember if I just purchased a travel size mini or I got it in a subscription box or something like that, but I don't feel that I immediately went out and purchased a full size sort of £25 brow product, but I just wish I could remember where I did get a mini from. This is my Holy Grail brow pencil. I've been using this now for a good couple of years. This is the one that has the more teardropped shaped pencil, whatever it is, and I just feel like that is so much easier to fill in my brows. I have tried the Precisely My Brow, again in a mini, and I do quite like that one, but obviously that takes 10 times longer to fill in my brows, whereas this is just a few strokes and I'm done. I am quite lucky that I do have quite a lot of brow hair to begin with. I just have kind of sparse patchy areas, so I don't need to fill in too much, which is good. I was using the shade 3 for the longest time. It's only recently that I've realised that 2.5 is my ideal shade. This one I do have a bit more versatility in it, in that I can press a bit harder if I do want a slightly darker brow, but for the kind of everyday look I can just run through my brows in seconds. So this is one that I am really glad I did pick a mini up of, and I say it's just a staple in my collection. Next we have a product where the mini of this converted me to a whole new kind of skincare regime, and that is these cleansing balms from Banilla Co. These are the Clean It Zero cleansing balms. This one is the original one and this one is the purifying one. If I'm honest, I don't really notice much difference between the two of them, to be honest, but this generally just converted me to loving cleansing balms. So it is the original one that I did go on to purchase a full size of. This was a product where I think this was a little 2-piece set on Yes Style that was only a few pounds, and at the point I tried these, I had tried the cleansing balm from Drunk Elephant and also one from the brand Trilogy, and I just didn't love them. I just couldn't see what all the fuss was about. Why were people raving so highly about cleansing balms? And then I tried this one and say I'm now fully converted. It is the only way I will remove my makeup. I think the thing that didn't help with those other two products that I tried is they were both, for me, they smelled very natural and kind of olive oily, and that didn't help. And so that didn't help sort of mentally with the fact that they felt greasy. I did literally feel like I was rubbing olive oil on my face, whereas with this one, it's not scented at all, it's not greasy, and it is just really effective at removing makeup. I used to go in with just micellar water to remove a full face of makeup, and then I had a separate eye makeup remover, but now I just go in with this product all over my face and everything is removed so much easier, and my skin doesn't feel dry or tight or anything afterwards, and it doesn't leave the oily residue or things. So I do just absolutely love this product. I'm so glad I just threw these in the basket on YesStyle on a whim. I think if I remember rightly, I needed a few more pounds to get free shipping, and that is literally the only reason why I threw them in, but I'm so glad they did. And I say now I've gone on to purchase the full size. This one lasted me a decent amount of time, so this one is probably going to last forever, because this is, it doesn't say, but this is a lot of products. So yeah, excited that I now have a full size. Next, I have a couple of lip products from Tarte. The first one is one of their Colour Splash lipsticks. This one I have here is just in the shade Island Life, which is a really pretty deep sort of pinky mauve shade, but it was the shade Surf's Up that I particularly loved, and it's that one that I've gone on to repurchase. This one is it looks like a very deep brown there, but on the lips it's almost like a slightly terracotta deep nude shade, but I absolutely love it, especially in the autumn and winter months. Formula wise, this is a fantastic formula, and this is a product that you can usually get as a kind of redeem points to get or a free gift with purchase, and that's how I very first tried this mini lipstick. And then I think I went on to purchase them in gift sets at holidays and things like that. So overall, I think I have 3 of these minis left in my collection, but I think at some point I've probably had 4 or 5 of them. Surf's Up is actually the first one that I finished up. I did manage to get that product right down to the nub, and that's why I decided I did need to go and purchase the full size. Full price, these are usually £20. At the point I purchased this though, I think it was when they had a recent sale and these were down to £10, so that obviously did help make my decision. What can I say? I am a bargain hunter, obviously the Estee Lauder foundation as well. So I don't know if it was £20 whether I would have necessarily purchased it, but for £10 I couldn't say no, because it is a really nice formula for a bullet lipstick. It's decently long lasting, it's really comfortable on the lips, and say I just love this shade Surf's Up as well, so that's why I purchased the full size. Another formula of Tarte that I really like is their gloss formula. This is one of their H2O glosses. This one is in the shade Hang 10, and I think they also have a mini in the shade Sundress. Again, another product that was either a point perk or a free gift with purchase. There are quite a lot of Tarte products that I have gone on to purchase full sizes because of it, and I do actually have a couple in front of me, but there are more that just kind of popped into my head that I didn't have physical ones to show you, but I will still mention. I do love that about Tarte, and I feel like it is quite a good marketing strategy, because it probably doesn't cost much for them to put a little mini in, and there's so many times I've gone on to purchase a full size because I've liked the mini that they've thrown in for free, so I think it's a good idea that they do it. But I have gone on to purchase the full size of this one in the shade Hang 10. This was something that I did actually get as part of a gift set, so again, I technically didn't pay full price for it. It was a holiday gift set that I think I bought after the effect, so it was probably heavily discounted, and I think it came with 3 other glosses, but generally I do really like this formula. Now that I've tried other gloss formulas, at the point I tried this, I wasn't completely converted to gloss like I am now. It isn't my absolute favourite gloss formula because it is on the ever so slightly sticky side, but I would say it's definitely not the worst gloss that I've tried, and I do really like it because they are pretty opaque, and that tends to be my preference when it comes to lip glosses. I don't really like kind of shiny sparkly glosses. I do like them to be basically like liquid lipsticks but a gloss, if that makes sense. So that's why I like these, because these are really opaque and really comfortable as well. So yeah, another one from Tarte. I do kind of wish though that the full size had the funky packaging that the mini one has, perhaps because this was part of a gift set it doesn't, but I think that's kind of such cooler packaging on the mini. One of the Tarte products to mention that I don't have in front of me because I couldn't find the full size is the H2O Moisturizer. I completely forgotten the full name of it, but I think it's the H2O Moisture Boost or something like that, and it comes in the little jar. I had gone through so many of the minis of this. I think I'd got them again as points of purchase and things like that. actually possibly the reason why I didn't mention it in this one is because technically I didn't purchase the full size. I think I might have got it in a FabFitFun box, but it is a product that I feel like I probably would have eventually gone on to purchase a full size. That's why I possibly didn't put it on my list for this video now I think about it. Another one I was going to mention was the Mermaid Serum, but I don't think I've purchased the full size of that one yet. I think I'm just still working my way through minis. But again, it's a product that I probably would eventually go on to purchase a full size if they stop giving me minis. And then the final Tarte product to mention is this Jelly Glaze Lip Mask. This one is in the scent, fragrance, shade, whatever it is, Strawberry Jelly. I can't actually find my full size of this. If you have seen my recent Shop My Stash skincare drawer and you have seen the mound of skincare that I have, you will understand why I had a little trouble finding the full size. It is probably buried in there, and I think there's another product that I've got here to mention that I couldn't find the full size of as well because it is buried in there. So I do need to get better at working my way through my skincare, but at least I've got something to kind of represent the product, and I think the full size is basically the same thing but bigger. Can't remember if I got this as part of a gift set or again point perk gift with purchase or something like that, but it is a really nice product. I like that it's in the kind of squeezy tube because a lot of the lip masks I have do come in the little jar, and I don't really like applying lip products with my finger, but it is a really nice product and it does smell and taste really nice as well. Next we have a primer from Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Original Primer. I think the mini of this that I got was from a subscription box, and it was only a tiny sort of 5ml tube, and it lasted me the longest amount of time. It did take me a long time to actually go on to purchase the full size. Again, I don't think this is the actual full size. I did get this as part of a gift set because there were a few other products from this range that I wanted to try. I think the gift set came with a couple of kind of colour correcting primers and then also the primer water, which I do really enjoy. But this is a really nice primer and I do think it is one of my favourites. When it came to primer, it was always kind of an additional step that I was never really bothered about. But I feel like in the past maybe only 6 months, my skin has definitely changed a lot, and I'm noticing that I am getting more visible pores. So I do need more sort of pore filling primers and more moisturising ones and things like that. And this one fits the bill because it is a kind of do-all. I don't think it's advertised as being a moisturising primer, but I find that some of the ones that are pore filling do dry my skin out slightly and they make the texture a bit rough before applying foundation, whereas because this says smooth and blur, it does give me that bit of moisture as well. So I do really enjoy this, and I am glad that I did get that mini because I don't think I would have purchased this otherwise if I couldn't have tried it first, especially because at the point I tried it I wasn't a huge fan of primers generally. Then we have an eye pencil from Urban Decay. This is the 24/7 Glide On Pencil. This is in the shade 0, and I think this is a product that I got in a Feel Unique beauty kit. If you've not tried any of those services before, the pick and mix samples and the beauty kit from Feel Unique are a great way to try products. The pick and mix service is samples, so it is all sachets and things like that. But the beauty kit, which you do pay a little bit for, does tend to be kind of this size product and slightly bigger tubes and 5ml samples and things like that for you to be able to try things out. There are quite a few things from there that I have gone on to purchase, but when I was gathering everything together, there were actually only a couple that I could find, but I do feel like there are more. They are possibly products that were from a long time ago and I've maybe used up the full size now, or if it was skincare, it's probably buried in that box, so that's possibly why I haven't come across it. There may be a part 2 for this video once I get through my skincare and I find other products, because this is really fun to kind of go through my collection, what I did end up purchasing from trying a sample of it. So if you would like to see a part 2 of this, let me know in the comments. But back to this eye pencil. This is a fantastic eye pencil and I can see why so many people talk highly about it. They are so pigmented, they last a decent amount of time. This kind of pencil product, I am only going in the waterline anyway, so I can't kind of attest to its quality on the lash line, but for one to go in the waterline, it does last a decent amount of time. I find that even though I don't really have watery eyes, pencils don't tend to last very long there, so for this one to kind of stand the test of time, that was a winner in my book, and that's why I did go on to purchase the full size. Because I knew this was going to last me a while and I didn't need another black pencil, I did go for a brown shade. When I can be bothered applying a pencil liner in my waterline, which it does seem to be getting kind of less and less often these days, I do tend to go towards brown than black because I feel like black can be a little bit harsh. I do prefer brown. But the only issue I have, and I did have it with this one, is I find it so hard to find the perfect brown. because sometimes they can be a little bit too warm and then they don't look the best, and that's the issue I have with this one. So this is in the shade Whiskey, which I'll just do a little swatch on the back of my hand so you can see. It does look like a more kind of chocolate brown there, but once it's on my eyes it does pull a little bit warm because I think it's possibly got some redness underneath it. For me, I do like a slightly lighter, more cooler tone brown. So if anyone knows of an Urban Decay pencil that is a more lighter, cool tone brown, please let me know because I would be tempted to give it a go. I find it is quite hard, especially with liners, to gauge the colour from a swatch, because to me online this looked like the kind of brown pencil that I like, but say it's just not quite there. I'll still use it up because I absolutely love the formula and it'll probably take me the longest time to go through. But yeah, if you do know what one of their lighter, possibly cooler tone brown shades are, please let me know. But this is a fantastic eye pencil and I would recommend it. Another product that I did try from the Feel Unique Beauty Kit is this moisturiser from Wishful, and this is one of the products that I couldn't find the full size of, but I did have another one of these, which I don't know where that came from because I'm pretty sure I finished the one up that I originally got in the beauty kit. I don't know. This is the Wishful Honey Balm Jelly Moisturiser. It says it's for luminosity, visibly smaller pores, hydration and instantly smoothing, and it definitely fits the bill. This is such a nice product. I wasn't expecting very much from it, to be honest. I think it was one of those kind of products that I just threw in for a whim because I hadn't tried much from Wishful. I think they possibly didn't even have much out at that point, and I just wanted to try something, so I thought I'd give it a go. And I ended up loving it. With it having honey in the name, I was worried that it was going to be honey scented, but it is not. It is actually lavender scented. It does say it includes lavender, honey, niacinamide and turmeric, but for me the main thing I can smell is the lavender. So because this is something that I am applying last thing at night, it is really nice and soothing with the lavender as well. The product itself is actually quite cool, and I kind of wish I had the full size to show you because I don't really want to open this blister pack. It does have an almost iridescent look to it as well, so it is quite cool when you're applying it and you do have a nice glow to your skin. So it might be a product that's quite nice in the day because of the consistency to it as well. So, and it's a product that definitely surprised me, but I'm glad I picked a sample up of it because it is a lovely moisturiser. And now that I found this, I'm glad, because when we do eventually get to travel again, this will be perfect to take as my little moisturiser because I should get a good few days use out of that. The next product I think is another one that I did try from the beauty kit, and this is from Sol de Janeiro. This is the Brazilian Bod Buff and this is their body scrub. I do believe they have a couple of body scrubs in their line. They have this one in the squeezy tube and then they do have one in the tub. I don't know what the difference is in them, to be honest, and I kind of wish I could try a sample of the normal body scrub to see what the difference is. Possibly got different textures and things. I don't generally go for body scrubs or exfoliating type of products like that, but I do love anything that has this kind of Sol de Janeiro scent. So again, in the past I think it was a product that I just threw in to try because I knew I liked the scent of the product and I thought I'd give an exfoliator a go, but as you can see I obviously enjoyed it and went on to purchase the full size. This product is getting down there, it's probably half empty now, so I am going to have to consider purchasing another one sometime soon. I don't know whether to purchase this one or to possibly give the body scrub a go, although I feel like in the shower having the tub and things is a bit more of a pain than having a squeezy tube. I do think I like the squeezy tube, so I haven't decided yet, but I do want to have some sort of body scrub from them because I just absolutely love the scent. This is a, apologies that it does look slightly disgusting, it's a kind of mustardy coloured product. So you do have to be quite careful when applying it sometimes because I do find it the next day sort of splashed on the tiles, but that's the only bad side with it. It's a really nice exfoliator, it's not too harsh, and I feel like it does make my legs feel really nice and soft, so I do love this product and I'm glad I tried a sample of it. And then I think this is the final product to go over. This is a product from the brand Drunk Elephant. This is the Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. Drunk Elephant is a very expensive brand, but they do some really good kind of gift sets and holiday sets and things like that, and that's how I first tried this product. They are sold on the website Cult Beauty, and Cult Beauty do usually have some quite good deals on Drunk Elephant. I think at the point I'm filming this, which is Friday night, they do actually have 20% off Drunk Elephant at the moment. I don't know how long it's on for, so possibly by the point this video goes live it may not be still going, but if you are wanting to try Drunk Elephant, it might be worth a go, and I would recommend picking up one of their sets. I don't think there were any other products in that gift set that would really stand out apart from this moisturiser. This is obviously the full size that I have gone on to purchase, and I think this is about £68, which is obviously up there in price. I think at the point I purchased this, Drunk Elephant had 20% off, and then I think I had some cashback and gift vouchers and things to put towards it, so I didn't pay full price because I don't think I could ever spend £68 on a moisturiser. I do believe I got this for around about the £30 mark. I think it was a decent chunk I had off it, but it is such a nice product. I haven't actually even got around to opening this one yet. It is still sealed. I think it comes in a little pump, whereas the mini one that I had was a little jar, but that one has long since sort of left my collection. Another reason why I do need to get better at going through my skincare, because I do want to use this one again, but I feel like because it costs so much, I'm kind of saving it. I think I obviously just need to use it before it kind of expires, although I don't think the clock starts until I open it. But yeah, I need to use it sooner rather than later because it is a great product, and obviously I did spend my money on it. And I did actually not that long ago pick up another gift set from Drunk Elephant, so I do have a few other minis to go through and try there. I don't think I've tried any of them yet, so no doubt one of them probably results in another purchase as well. So again, if you do want a part 2, please let me know in the comments, and I can always come back and do that in the future. But I think I definitely need to move this product up because it is sitting in my backup drawer, because technically it was a backup, but it's not going to get used if I don't put it with the rest of my skincare. So I'm going to move this one up to the skincare drawer and try and remember to use it in next month's Shop My Stash. So that's all the products that I could find that the sample made me purchase the full size of. Like I say, there are probably so many more in my collection, I just couldn't come across them. Thank you to Cara C for inspiring this video today. Like I say, her channel will be linked in the description box below if you want to go and check her out. But other than that, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.